You want to know why? Because it's thanks to our official sponsor that gives me that clairvoyance to see into the future. And I know for a fact that the future is filled with discounts and awesome stuffs for you guys to take home. Why? Go over to C Gamer Mall and check it out for your one-stop shop in terms of everything online, everything gaming, you know.
For all your online gaming needs.
Exactly, for all your online gaming needs, you've got to make sure that you have to go check out the Game Mall because they have tons and tons of discounts, and they have tons and tons of stuff.
Your team
like,
is
Steam
banning.
wallet codes, Mobile Legends, diamonds. Come on, guys.
ML points.
A mall point, so you guys will be able to get some digital wallet stuff out of there. Who knows, you might even get something free out of it just for signing up. Just go and check it out. You never know.
You never know.
Exactly. So let's go check out the bands here. Hayabusa, Martis, Grok, and maybe one other band that might be different than anything else. What are your thoughts?
I would be really shocked if Grok made it through. You know, but I mean, it's also MYA side here, so Lancelot will be removed if they don't remove Grok.
Is banning.
Oh yeah, I mean it is going to be very interesting here because Lancelot, Hayabusa and Lancelot
Your
now
team
being picked
is
out.
Picking.
So Grok already being
Grok
picked out. I
does
mean,
get removed,
in second rotation or first rotation he has to be banned. So I don't think there's going to be an issue.
The enemy
Nina
is
now
picking.
with the Hellcut.
Nina now with the Hellcat. They're going to be really happy about this. Hellcat has been one of the staple choices coming in from Mysterious Assassins. Gushen looks like it's going to be the option for them from the side of Team Solid Gaming. However, which other choice will they pick to run out their first round of picks?
I think it's going to be a Gushen and maybe a Cho here coming in from the side of Solid. I think it would be wise. If it's not that, it could be a high loss. I said it. I
Your
see.
team
The
is
power of
picking.
C Gamer Mall, boys. The
Aha!
power of C Gamer Mall.
The
clairvoyance.
secret to Houndo's perfect mustache, C Gamer Mall.
Anyway,
You never know what you're going to find there, what sort of deals you're going to get. You might just be able to find Houndo's mustache comb.
okay, all right. Stop making fun of my mustache comb, all right? So anyway, for those of you guys who don't know, Cho is going to be picked out here. I do see a hover over Kaja, which I think will fit the composition of MYA
I do
perfectly.
like that as well.
I really like it. I mean, Divine Justice,
Yes.
Divine Judgment is going to be
The
something
enemy
very
is
interesting
picking.
because with his passive, he's able to come in close, as provided that he gets damaged by enemy teams. And with Divine Judgment, he's able to drag high value targets into the hands of MYA. So,
Exactly.
like I said beforehand, we've seen it time and time again being performed by other teams who picked up Kaja. So I do hope that they are able to continue this dominant spree here that's being shown from the side of MYA.
Ooh, Harley for Team Solid Gaming. We
Your
saw
team is
them play
picking.
Harley in both games yesterday. Unfortunately, did not eke out a victory there as well. Will it be enough this time around? Tough, especially given you have Kaja there. It looks like you want to be opting for Bane as well. The hashtag Bane meta that we were slightly joking about in week 1 is official. Bane is a serious first pick contender.
I mean, yeah, we were kind of thrown aback, I mean, on first day when we started to see Bane, but now it's pretty much a novelty here. Let's take a
The
look at the
enemy
stats
is
here.
picking.
Bane pickups is definitely very, very high here, considering with, I mean, no bans coming in. However, 9 picks, pick rate of 82%. What do you think about this? Insane, right?
It's crazy to have that. Now the thing is about Bane, MYA has never played Bane before.
Oh, all right.
So this is the very first time that they have been selecting Bane.
This could be hit or miss for MYA. so-
Exactly.
So that's going to be very interesting. I mean, yeah, you can say that, he has 10,000 hours of Bane on online and stuff. Yeah, I mean, online you can take it and shove it, because like I said beforehand, it all depends on how your team actually synergizes with the Bane. I mean, you can get thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on a particular hero, but if you're not able to use it to affect the macro environment of the map, then there's no point playing it, in my opinion. So I do think that this Bane pickup is MYA trying to actually diversify their picks and actually use a little bit more of a team fighting capability that they are pretty much known for here at the mid tier. So Chovik, Sana, Kaja, Bane, and Helkut for the side of MYA, whereas Hylos, Joyhead, Harley, Saber, Gurjan for the side of TSG. Let us go. MYA in the blue side, TSG on the red side.
The game is brought to you obviously by C Gamer Mall.
Your one-stop shop for everything gaming online. So go and check it out. Whether it's Steam Wallet codes, MOL points, or maybe even Mobile Legends Diamonds. You'll be able to get some awesome deals there. Get some awesome deals and buy Houndo something awesome. Okay? Do that. Do that. Do that today. But anyway, back into the game. All seriousness, let's go and check out what is the action here. So we do see that there is going to be a little bit of a tethering happening over to the mid side. If you guys are wondering what tethering is that tethering in MOBA terms, right? In multiplayer online battle arena terms, is basically where both teams are basically sending out two people towards the mid side, trying to tether with each other, in the sense that as soon as one equilibrium of the lane shifts, then they'll start tethering to a point where they start to go into objective place and try to steal objectives away from people.
I see. 4 members here onto the bottom lane will be able to dish out damage onto Liftlift. Poor Harley is not going to find it out.
Oh, Nina now in a bit of trouble here. This is going to be a big problem. He has to flicker away, but the amount of damage is going to be good. But the dice are going to go down. First blood goes over to them. What was that turret? Aggro juggling coming in from the side of TSG. That was just a very basic mistake that shouldn't have happened.
Unfortunately, it does not quite find the right mistake here. Team Solid Gaming will dive through the turret as well to be able to save themselves. I think this was a slight miscalculation coming from them.
Miscalculations are understatements, Pseudo. You don't walk through that. You don't walk through that. I mean, that could have been a big problem here. But yet again, we're not in the same place with the players, so we wouldn't know what time.
Exactly.
So we can only speculate what happened. But
maybe they were just called out to say, thanks for us, or whatever else that is.
It could happen that way.
Well, we're gonna see in the next couple of seconds. Turtle now has spawned across the map. It's 2 minutes in.
MYA now looking towards it, and there's going to be the pause here, the first pause of the game. Hopefully there won't be any more pauses. And yeah, I do think that I think it's who's hosting it right now.
So right now it's being hosted in the Singapore side, and so we're gonna have players using VPNs to be able to join in. And we just got the word that is in fact one of the Team Solid Gaming's players that has that needs a reconnect into game.
All right, so that's gonna take a few minutes, I believe, like maybe like a minute or two. So hopefully that that's gonna be very, very quick coming in. So what do you think about this early game exchange here coming in from the side of MYA and TSG?
I think Team Solid Gaming, opted to go in for a good dive. However,
I think it was just miscommunication.
I think potentially it was miscommunication that's there. But also, credit is to go over to Nina playing Helkut.
Yes.
Being able to do, the burst damage, at the right person, to have several members of the team be able to take down quite low, and they were able to get that. However, keeping that in mind, you are going to see that, MYA also managed to get another bit of team that's there. So, yeah.
I mean, like I said beforehand, we do see that some of these teams, right, they put so much emphasis into performing really, really well on certain compositions, and they perform really, really poorly on certain compositions as well. So
maybe they haven't really practiced with it all that much. I mean,
could you say it's a lack of due diligence for some of these teams in preparation for the new patch?
I think certainly possible. It's also a matter of figuring out the new patch. It's not just reading the notes that's there. It's also getting the feel of the patch.
Definitely.
Going through that sort of motion of it. So yes.
So I do feel that some of these teams are not performing according to how they should be performing, in my opinion. However, to those of you guys who are saying, "Oh my God, why are these teams so noob? There's so many other poor, better teams out there to perform and all that." Yeah, I mean, like you said, we've taken all considerations into note, and we've already extended quite a bit of invitations to a lot of these teams, and some of these teams were not even available to join us. So, like I said beforehand, some of them did not make it, some of them did make it, and like I said, you guys can't... No hate, guys, come on. Because at the end of the day, all we're doing is giving them a platform to perform and show their skills.
Indeed. But I think it's also just season one. This is only week
Exactly.
two. It's only
It's just,
week two.
it's just
People
season one.
can make surprises because this is a
Season one.
double round robin.
Exactly.
You know, how what do you tell people? Explain to them, you know, like the double.
Explanation coming. The more you know, the more you learn. The double round robin works as simple. So, can we get like the little bit of the tournament format out if we
I
can?
don't have that currently out with me,
All
unfortunately.
right. Unfortunately. All right. So let me just break it down for you guys.
Oh, but it's okay. We're actually going to
Oh.
go into game. We're going to see it out there.
Perfect.
We'll talk about it a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it a little later, but I'll just touch into it just a little bit more, just for teams who don't understand. But before that, ejector read into the smart missiles coming in from the side of Padel. Padel now goes up for the knockup. This could be bad for the side of the Solid MB. Liftlift now taking too much damage, and there could be a big dive coming in here over to the bot side. It seems that members of MYA not
You have been
not
slain.
coordinating well, and it seems that Kaja
Being a
will
bit too
get taken down.
bloodthirsty.
Yeah, a little bit too bloodthirsty. Bloodthirst will get you blind, and Cram now going into it, tanking a little bit of damage here. Going to be very interesting to see how that is going to help him out perform later on. So, like I said, the double round robin is actually one of these tournament formats whereby two teams will be fighting against each other twice for points. It's only a best of two,
Launch
and it's
attack!
designed in such a way where there is no such thing where lower tier teams will not be fighting against the higher tier teams,
An enemy
middle tier
has
teams,
been
or bottom
slain.
tier teams. So everyone fights against each other at least twice, regardless of point standings, regardless of wins or losses. At least everyone has a fair chance, right?
Indeed, that's
and there
right.
can be some really interesting upsets here as we go into it, right? So I do see that with the double round robin format, it actually shows that I believe that a lot of tournaments out there, organizers out there should actually adopt the double round robin, just because of how it gives a lot of these teams fair level. It gives a team, how to say, a fair playing field, regardless of where they stand in the
entire
middle league. And the most important thing also is it values consistency. So we
Yes.
do see that there is a bit of exposure that has been shown towards Asia Cyan and some of the other teams that are regarded as the top or supposed to be regarded as the creme de la creme of the entire league here, because their inconsistency actually shows. And judging from how they've been playing with a little bit messiness, we do see that some of these teams are actually suffering because of the amount of games that they play and the amount of inconsistency that they face. So what are your thoughts of this, Mr. Pseudo Man?
Yes, I think that it's definitely, you know, truthful here, because if you're looking at the teams that only go up against once, you only have one shot against them. And it is quite important to be able to have, you know, a second chance of taking them down again, or actually going up against them. So that's why I do prefer the double round robin format. Not only because you get to see teams have twice the advantages there, you also get to see the storyline behind teams. If MYA, for instance, who did really poorly in day one, started improving in day two, never get a chance to meet Air Asia Cyan again. We don't know if that was a one-off shot. Maybe their improvements have gotten good enough to see the evolution. And it really is about the journey here. And when you talk about esports, that is why it's really important to see, qualifiers to the finals, that sort of journey of the teams. That is what makes it really important. So, yeah.
All right, so it's definitely something that a lot of these teams are going to be working on. I do feel that consistency is something that has to be practiced over experience competing in tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get such things. You can't get such things from just playing the game consistently in a public
That's right.
match, so on and so forth. Because if you can do that, then anyone can be a pro player, right? In my opinion. I mean,
anyone can be a one-trick pony.
I mean, anyone can be a pro player, right? I'm not saying that anyone can't be one, but then again, there has to be like a certain level of entry whereby you judge the skill based on the tournament meta,
Yes.
based on the competition meta. Because when you play games on just a normal public setting, then there has to be things that have been different, that have been tweaked with the public setting. And there are sometimes, which is why that certain patches actually don't affect the public meta, more that it affects the professional meta.
Exactly,
So
yes.
it's a very, very nuanced kind of thing, and it's very hard to predict, especially when the game progresses on and on and on, especially when there's been so much rich history coming in from these kind of titles.
Exactly, that's true. I mean, if we're looking at Mobile Legends here, it's also being very heavily played by the consumer market, by the everyday person.
Yes.
That's there. However, we are going to see that maybe it's less than 1% of the
Maybe.
players that really just end up in tournament games that's there. And that's quite a signal to see the difference between how the meta changes gets adapted in each of the patches, and why that's very important for when it does come to tournaments. Teams get multiple chances to go up against each other, not only just in the one patch or one day of the entire tournament, but over a multiple series of it. In this case here, it's in 3 weeks time they will face each other again.
I think that like I said beforehand, stamina definitely plays a part on how some of these teams are performing. So I do realize that as tournaments like this progress, right, we're going to see more and more teams getting burnt out, in my opinion. And I mean, I've had experiences with a lot of these tournaments where I spoke to some of the players, I spoke to some of the staff that is working on the particular tournament, and they're just saying that what happened in the last game, and what can you attribute what happened in terms of your failure coming into this game number 5, and they're just telling me that it was just stamina. We were tired. We just wanted to end it as quickly as possible. We rushed things, and it was really, really bad coming in here. So for all you guys who want to know, we are going to be going into the game. It's been unpaused, and there we go. You don't have to see our unhandsome faces anymore, okay, according to some of the comments down there. Okay, don't be mean, my lads. Anyway, as I've said beforehand, Turtle is going to be picked up here for the side of Nin. Another kill coming in for the side of what's it called? For the side of MYA. And the Turtle picking it up for the side of MYA as well. So this is going to be a very, very good start for them.
Definitely, moving towards the MYA factor here, they're going to be, really pleased with being able to get that. They just are at the edge of 10,000 gold already for themselves, and it looks like they will be signing up for the next bit here. They will be making sure that Spinner does go over to Nina, just to make sure that Hellcat has all the tools that he needs to be able to get ahead. We are going to see as well that, Bane going to be at the bottom side. Lamau will be able to get them. Lamau has been doing really good on Assassins. Let's see how well he plays plays with Bane, because this is his very first showing with the choice.
I mean, yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kickback right into Tower Ridge, right into when Nina comes in. Nina is going to be hanging it out and dropping it off hot coming in. MYA like a heat-seeking missile towards its target, dropping members of TSG one by one.
And here we're going to see the ARC will be able to crash out the top turret as well. No contest there whatsoever, as in the bottom lane here. Unfortunately, Gushin will be appearing there, but nobody is going to be there. Rest of the members of MYA will be able to rotate down into the mid lane. And just like that, the mid turret does get removed as well.
Alright, so more objectives in favor of MYA. MYA now
Yes.
potentially looking to lead it up with another big kill over to the top side here. They do have the amount of damage there. Oh,
The engage
beautiful.
comes through,
There
the kickback.
There goes the kickback right into the way of the dragon. The G Kundo is good. There goes the glorious pathway. Oh my goodness, what was that pathing there coming in from Cram? They've got to be careful here. There goes the sweeping blades coming in from the side of Saber. Not we're going to be able to do much. Sungit now throws out the knives. The amount of damage that's going to go down onto the tower is going to be good. There goes the fight. There goes the ultimate. Whoa! Look at that damage right into the pull coming in from the side of MYA, and the killing spree for the side of Nina. Nina is such a beast on that Hellcat now.
Looks like they will be able to get on the mid turret as well. This is 5 minutes into the game. They need to be a little bit cautious about how they are able to do this. However, you are going to see that one last siege minion is going to be up to the fact here. They will be able to pull Sungit in. Sungit does go down. Will this be the end? It looks like it might be that one final push.
Oh my goodness, what is this? Cram now chasing towards it. They don't have the minions to go for it, so
they just have
to keep pushing it. What is Saber doing though? What's Mr. V doing? He could have just attacked that. He could have just attacked that minion and been able to actually deny that push there. It seems that MYA looking towards ending the game faster than how they were ended with RRQ.
Indeed. I mean, but it's still going to be 6 minutes over here. One final push. Might this be it? Lord is now up. We're going to see that Solid is going to be there. Bane will not have enough damage right now. Does toss back. We're going to see that Unstoppable Force does push Lamau in. And still, Padel and Lamau going to be there. We're going to see Gushin throw out the blades. Will shut down. Unfortunately, Bane does get removed. And there was such a big, frontline damage dealer MYA will not be able to really, push their luck any much further this time around. Concentrated energy onto Gushin means that he can sustain within fights.
Well, I mean, it does show that there is a big problem here for the side of TSG, that they need to address 6,000 goal advantage in favor of MYA with a lot of objectives in their favor. I do feel that TSG needs to just get a little bit more experience.
Oh.
Look at that, Sungit gets shot down with the help of Nina and DAs. Beautifully done.
I mean, I was about to make the note that if MYA had ended the game at a point, now we're going to see the pullback does come true. It's going to be solid and let's get tossed back. Kaja is going to be the next one now.
Nina's close, so the amount of damage is going to be good here. Cram is going to get taken down. A solid killing spree coming in, and this could be the start of the end here. Look at the amount of damage that's being done onto Solid MB.
That's 2 siege minions, and we're going to see the ghost chase it down. Will it be enough? No, it will not
it won't be enough.
But this looks like it will be the very end of the game. We're going to see Bane throwing out the ultimate already. Will be able to chunk down the base.
Whoa.
And this will be it. 7-minute game. I was about to make the note that if MYA had finished it at 5 minutes, they had learned their lesson because they got ended in 5 minutes and now they are ending another team in 5 minutes. What a quick game coming in from the side of MYA. 7 minutes and 35 seconds. MYA takes the lead. So far, the caster predictions stand true.
Yes, they have, and I think we all called it right here coming in from MYA. They were our favorites to win this part, but